Whenever I find myself going through a difficult season or a challenging moment, I find that I also naturally long for a different season of my life, a previous season, one that passed by some time ago. Sometimes the longing is so subtle that I'm not even fully conscious of it, but I'll catch myself wistfully reminiscing about years gone by, seasons past, chapters of my life that have come and gone. And in those moments, a deep yearning stirs within me, a yearning to somehow go back to those old times. Deep sensory details from those earlier days will rush in. The crisp autumn air around my early birthdays, the thrill of seeing friends walking down the school hallway towards me, the childlike wonder that swept over me during the holidays with snow falling like magic from the sky. Each memory bringing in a flood of nostalgia, a pull towards something familiar, something dear, but something nonetheless gone. The other day, I found myself swimming in those tides of nostalgia, so much so that it swept me down a bit of a journey down, well, I'll call it Google Maps memory lane. I wandered through the streets of my old neighborhoods, my old childhood homes, schools I went to, the places that built years of my life and relationships, yet all from the desk in my home office here years and years later. And in that moment, while scrolling down memory lane, it struck me just how immeasurably special those times and places were. I remembered the richness of those days, the small but profoundly precious details that made them what they were. And it hit me. I'll never experience days quite the same way again. I'll never quite have those moments back. The textures of those memories, as precious as they were, now belong to the past, swept into an endless ocean of time gone by. And I thought, from my home desk here, looking back on those days past, how I probably didn't savor and cherish those days to the fullest extent. And now they're gone, relegated to simple images like the faded pictures of ancestors past on the wall, pictures that I never really considered, never fully appreciated that my life would join at some point. It's a sobering, almost melancholic realization knowing those days are long gone. The heaviness of precious time now past. But it also made me wonder, can I somehow cherish those past days now? Can I honor those times in a way that imbues them with more value, more meaning? Surely there's a way, a wise way, to respond to this wave of longing. Surely there's something good to make of these honest feelings of nostalgia without simply wasting away in front of them, like Professor Dumbledore warned Harry sitting in front of the mirror of Erised. Those days past, those moments gone, they were a present at one point. Each of those longed for memories were one day a today I felt and breathed and moved within. In many ways, those days past are ancestors of this very today, this very moment. And perhaps by fully embracing and honoring today, by living it with intention, I can somehow honor those yesterdays that my heart holds so dear. I can imbue them with more meaning, knowing they've inspired me to live my todays more fully. So, for where I am now. Even though oftentimes I find myself focusing on problems I'm facing or issues I'm struggling to resolve, from difficulties at work or relationships or health issues. Even if they're issues I've struggled a frustratingly long time to resolve, I know that years from now, I'll look back on this very moment with a bit of longing. It is still a today. It is still life. And it's still worthy of embracing all of it. So, let's not wait for the past to call us back. Even if today has parts burdened with heavy problems, each breath of life we breathe shines a silver lining around it, even if only faint. Let's embrace where we are today, savor it, and live fully into this moment. For it too will one day be a street our future mind scrolls or strolls back down. It too will one day be a memory we look back on. May it be a memory we're proud